So I'm going to show you how to distribute a section group or a section to your students in their class notebooks. For this, you can't be in your master team, you have to be in the individual team. So I'm going to go to my practice team, but just remember that if you had 3 sections of a certain class, you would have to do it 3 times. But the nice thing is you only need to do it once at the beginning of the unit, and then it's set up and ready to go. So I'm going to go into my class notebook here. And I'm in Teams, but you could open this up in OneNote also, which I'll show you as well. So I'm going to click Class Notebook. And this is the ribbon that you always want to be in, and it's going to help you with all these different things. So you're going to click Distribute New Section. If you just want to distribute a regular section, you'd click here, but I'm going to distribute a new section group. So it's going to open up this window. I'm going to call this Unit 1 Functions and Factoring. And then in that unit, I'm going to distribute classwork or worksheets, homework, and printed class notes. Now, just remember that if you are going to eventually be cross notebook distributing from your master class to multiple sections, you want to make sure that when you label things in your eSchool teams that they're exactly the same, because otherwise you won't be able to distribute from your master class into multiple classes at once. And then I'm going to click Distribute. It says distributed. I could do this again if I wanted to, but I'm going to show you what happens. So let me click out of this. So now if I go in here, in my students, I see Unit 1, and then it drops down, printed notes, homework, classwork. And you could reorder these if you need to, and then this is where you'll be distributing pages to eventually. I just want to show you what this does look like if you want to open it in the app. Let's see if it'll open my app for me. There we go. So you could do this all from the app as well, or of course from your browser. That's an option too. So I want to make sure that I'm in my practice team. So I'm going to click this. Right now I don't see what I just did, so I'm actually going to sync it by clicking F9 and hope that works. But I mean, it does take a while to sync. So in the meantime, while I'm waiting for that, I want to just distribute another one, let's say. So class notebook, distribute new section, distribute new section group. This time, see, there it is on the left. It just popped up. Took a while for it to sync. This time I'm going to call it Unit 2, Polynomials. Same thing. Classwork, homework, and printed class notes. Now you don't need to do all these 3 sections at once. You could do one of them and then distribute another one after. So actually let's do that so you can see. I'm going to click Distribute. So it should come up over here in a minute once it syncs. But let's go to Distribute a New Section. So now let's say I decided that I have a project that I want to distribute pages to in Unit 1 or in Unit 2. I can now click Location Details and put it in Unit 1 and distribute, and now it will go into that Unit 1 here. Or if now I want to write, because in Unit 2 I only did classwork, now I decide I want to add homework, I'm going to put it in Unit 2, distribute, and it's eventually going to come up over here once it syncs. So remember just that I'm in my practice team. This is like your eSchool team. I would then have to go back into a new notebook, go into that class, and do it for each of my eSchool teams. But like I said, you're only doing it once at the beginning of every unit.